Trash might like it, but I don't. Hey, it's Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to hang out with me. Today's video, I'm super excited because it is Team Up Tuesday with my girl, Get This Glowing. If you haven't checked out Jeannie yet, she is awesome. She does some unboxings. She does a lot of really good product reviews, mainly focusing on mature skin. I have definitely learned a lot from her videos. I'm taking notes for anti-aging purposes. I just love her to death. She is so sweet, such a great friend. I'm so glad I met her here. We talk all the time, not just about YouTube, but life in general, and she's just an amazing person. I'm so blessed to have her in my life, so definitely check her out. And if you're visiting from her channel, welcome, hello. Thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I hope you subscribe before you leave. Today's video, I'm super excited because she had asked me if I had any ideas for Team Up Tuesday because we had like a running list going through March. And I said, yeah, I actually have a couple ideas. I have some products to the side in my makeup reject drawer, and I was thinking about doing a full face, and she was very intrigued by it and super excited. So I decided to create this tag called the Reject Makeup Tag. These are products that are in my makeup rejected drawer, and they're products that either just don't work for me or I don't reach for. I'll go into detail why I don't like them, then they'll probably get decluttered after this video. So I hope you're excited for this, and I'm going to tag a couple people towards the end of the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a like. Let's get into it. Kind of nervous for it because I haven't touched some of these products in a hot minute. For primer, I have the ayyyeeeitsamanda Hydrating Jelly Primer. I hate this stuff so much. First of all, this packaging is stupid. I broke it. And it's just, no, it is not hydrating at all. It looks terrible with my makeup. It breaks up easily. It just doesn't do the claims that it says it's supposed to do. And I just think it's overpriced in this bougie packaging, and no, I've used it a handful of times trying to make it work with so many different foundations, and nothing works at all. Maybe it will work with my rejected foundation, but I just hate this stuff so much. But if you want a primer like this, definitely go with the NYX Bear With Me one. So good. It's very similar in composition. It has like that jelly texture to it, but this actually hydrates and grips to your skin, grips well with your foundation, does everything that this should be doing. So this drugstore brand definitely works a lot better. It's cheaper, and overall just a better product than this crap. ayyyeeeitsamanda for me in general is just a very hit or miss brand. I either really like their products or I really hate their products. Now this product is very deceiving because when it goes on, it's nice and cool, you feel hydrated, and then once it sits down and dries, it completely just, I don't know, evaporates or goes back to your skin feeling normal, but it just does not look good. Like, my makeup will be breaking up once I put it on my face. And I put a good generous amount, and it's still not going to do anything for me. Before I toss out any of my products, I definitely let my friends check them out to see if it's something that they might be interested in, trying to give these products another chance with someone else. And then it's up to them if they want to toss it out. It will not hurt my feelings because I'm getting rid of them for a reason. For foundation, I have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I don't know why this doesn't work out for me. I don't know if it's because it doesn't match my skin tone that well. I think a lot of it is the applicator. I hate this big doe foot. I really just prefer a pump to dispense out my foundation. I just feel like this doe foot doesn't pick up a lot of foundation. I feel like I have to keep dipping in to get a lot to make sure that my face is completely covered, and it feels very drying. People rave about this, and I was super let down. It doesn't blend out really nice. It might be partially the primer's fault, but it just, I don't know, it looks super goopy and cakey on me, and I just don't like this at all. It breaks up throughout the day. It just does not wear well. Even just blending it out right now around my nose, it looks bad. And powder cannot save it either. I would love to know what makeup items are in your reject drawer. We all have them. I feel like this video is a great opportunity just to try them out one last time, give them their final chance, and then just part ways with them because they're just collecting dust. I don't need to hang on to products that aren't working for me. I'm not getting any benefit out of that. I know it's not set yet, but foundation should not be creasing or breaking up this quickly. And the fact that it didn't work out with any of my holy grail primers like No Problem, Maybelline Master Prime, Oh For Cool as a Cucumber, this is just not going to work out for my skin. Powder, this is the NYX finishing powder, and oh my gosh, talk about flashback. Partially why I have turned towards more using a banana powder is I get a lot of terrible flashback and a white cast from a lot of these white translucent powders. This is definitely one of them, and a bunch just falls out when you dump it into the lid. It's just a mess. It's terrible. I do not recommend. You will not have a good time. You will look like Casper the Friendly Ghost with this powder. Oh my gosh, I hate this so much. And it makes me sad. NYX is such a fantastic brand, and I was just so sad this didn't work out. I am hoping that maybe they come out with like a banana version of it. Just some different shades, because this shade just does not work out for me. And it barely looks like anything is going on, but if I were to take a photo right now, you can definitely tell that this powder is here. I don't like how this powder blends out. It's definitely like a more sheer powder. It's hard to explain. This powder is just super weird, and it's just going everywhere right now. I don't even feel like it's really going in. It's just floating around my face right now, and doesn't pick up on my brush well either. So I like to tap off, and like all of it just goes away. My face is also starting to look really dried out after putting on that primer, foundation, and now powder. But I would love to know if any of these products that I use, what was your experience with them? And if they're a holy grail of yours, don't stop using them. We all have different body chemistries, so what might not work out for me with someone that has dry skin might not work out best for someone that might be oily. We're gonna let my face sit and dehydrate for a little bit. We're gonna switch to eyes. I have, by the brand Luscious, I think, the Angel Eyes eyeshadow priming base. I have a very love-hate relationship with this eyeshadow primer. I actually don't completely hate it. It's just super tacky, and it's really hard for your eyeshadows to blend on it. It's almost like a concealer shade for me, but you can see that it's definitely thick. Definitely put on way too much. I think I got this in a BOXYCHARM way back when. Product is probably expired or close to it. Did skip brows, so let's rewind to brows. It's a fairly recent product. It's by the Brow Bar. We got this little brow kit in our BOXYCHARM. This is way too warm for my brows. The moment I used this, I knew it was going to be immediately decluttered. It was so red on my eyebrows, and I hated it so much. It just completely changes the color of my brow, and it just looks funny. For eyeshadow, I have the Butter London eyeshadow palette. We got this in a BOXYCHARM. I just did not like this palette at all. I didn't find this palette that special or memorable. It's just taking up space in my collection. From what I recall from this palette, I really like the shimmers, but it's not enough to really keep this palette when I'm only gonna reach for 3-ish shades. I've given this palette so many chances, and it just doesn't do it for me. And there's just like not much to work with. I wish there was like a transition shade. Just letting you guys know, I am redoing my eye look because it was bad. So I'm going back in with this primer. This primer did not do justice at all for the eyeshadow palette. Take two. I guess I don't need primer all the way up this far up. I'm actually just going to put a color all over my lid. I'll walk you guys through what I was trying to do and where things went wrong. Originally, I had taken the shade Temptress to put in the crease, and it looked pretty gray, and it didn't look blended out at all. It just kind of stuck there in the crease. And then I was trying to take Diva on the lid, and just the two together was not a good look. I'm gonna go in and take Diva. I'm gonna put Diva on like this first half of my lid. Because if I could pop out Diva and put it in a magnetic palette, I'd be good to go. I actually really like this shade. It's the mattes that I don't like in this palette. And then on the other side of the brush, I'm gonna take Queen. And I think I liked this shade too. Those two are so pretty. The mattes just don't blend nice. They're not blending friendly, but these shimmers are really nice. And that's just my conflict of this palette. I mean, excluding Star. Temptress, Femme Fatale, and Star, I just don't like. And there's some of the shades that call to me in this palette too, and I just cannot get them to blend in a nice way. Maybe Enchantress would be a nice highlighter. I know it'd be good for inner corners, but I'm not sure if keeping this palette just for the 3 shades would be worthwhile in my collection. Next, I have the Hank and Henry eyeliner. I really like my eyeliners to be super matte black and pigmented. The couple times I have used it, it's very lackluster. I don't know if I wasn't pressing hard enough or I just got a dud. Maybe it dried out. It just doesn't go on. Like, it looks like it's been an eyeliner that I've had for a while and I haven't. I need a little bit more pigment on my eyeliner. It's okay now that I've gone over it 20 times. Of course, for this video is when these reject products want to shine. I don't have any pencil liner. I'm kind of scared to maybe take Temptress as eyeliner just to smoke it out a little bit to give the lower lash a little bit of life. Maybe if I'm super gentle. Kind of want to clean that off. I'm just making a mess everywhere. There's just shit everywhere. And just to brighten up the inner corners using Enchantress. Well, very lackluster unless if you spray it. Well, spoiler alert, the setting spray that I'm using is the Bella Perrier one. It's like the most vicious setting spray you will ever use. I wonder if wetting it would help. For mascara, I'm gonna take this Tristique mascara. It's supposed to be a lash curler and mascara in one. I hate the lash curler. I even tried it when I got it in BOXYCHARM and I literally felt like I was ripping out my lashes. I mean, I don't really curl my lashes to begin with, but it's definitely a vicious contraption. I felt like I only got a few of my lashes when I put them on. So I felt like I had to just go in sections and it hurt. And I know I don't have like the longest lashes, so I felt I was like pinching my lid every single time. And this mascara, it's not really anything revolutionary. It's very standard and just lengthening, but it doesn't really volumize. It's just there. Oh, and I got some on my lid. Fantastic. Switching gears back to face makeup, I'm going to take this Cargo blush. Holy orange. I can go super light-handed and I'm still going to have really emphasized cheeks. It is super pigmented. I feel like if this was any other shade than this bright-ass coral, I think it would work out. And me and orange don't get along. And I was kind of on board with Cargo making a comeback. No one ever talks about them. Their products just suck overall, except for the red lipstick that I have. Pretty good. But their eyeshadows are just so powdery with no pigment. And then this is too pigmented and just gross. I don't know. Cargo just needs to get it together. I don't know why I'm making it worse. Blending out my cheeks for this long. I don't even think for like an eyeshadow this would work out well for me. So it's just going to someone that might like it. Might just go to the trash. Trash might like it, but I don't. I guess I'm gonna try this sponge. But I have this Tarte Pro Glow highlighter. I just don't really care for liquid highlighters. Maybe the sponge won't work out. I don't know. Super messy. I don't know what I'm doing. Have to blend it out with like my finger or something because the sponge isn't working out. I mean, it's a pretty highlighter. Once it's applied to your skin, trying to get it blended out is almost like a nightmare. Like it's stuck right here and it just doesn't look pretty. I haven't tried mixing it with foundation just to see how that would work, but I'm kind of scared because of how bright this is. I don't know how it will work out. For lips, I have this Suva Beauty liquid lipstick. I wanted to love this so much because it's a gorgeous shade, but it's so patchy and it wears bad throughout the day. It breaks my heart. I even tried it with a gloss and it still broke up and looked bad. I've tried so many different ways and it just doesn't want to work out. This is one coat right now and my lips aren't completely covered. You could definitely see how patchy it is. Going in with the second layer and still not gonna help. It makes me so sad. And then to set my face, I'm gonna look like I sprayed myself with a hose, but it's the Bella Perrier setting spray. I hate this. Oh, it's gonna be bad. But what I plan on doing for the setting sprays is waiting to run out of Gerard Cosmetics and putting the setting spray into that dispenser instead to see. I mean, the setting spray, it kind of smells weird, so I don't know if I like that, and I can't really get a good gauge if it sets my makeup well, but that's also why I want to switch it into a different component to see if it actually has good potential, and it just sucks in its normal packaging. So after giving these products one last chance to prove themselves, I have a pile that I definitely want to get rid of, and then a pile that I kind of want to keep, but on some conditions. I definitely want to get rid of this Illamasqua primer. It started off good, and then once you put on foundation, powder, and the rest of your face makeup, it just dehydrated your face more and more over time. My makeup is starting to break up around my nose, and under my eyes it's creasing, and it's just awful. I'm so happy with my NYX one that I will not lose sleep over this product. And I want to get rid of this NYX powder. It is super refined, which I really like refined powders, but it's almost too refined that when you put it on your brush to tap it, it all falls out, and it has a weird scent to it. It has a bad white overcast and flashback. It doesn't blend out nice on your under eyes. I think they just need to work on reformulating it. Holy cheeks from this Cargo blush. I wish it was more of a pink. I would keep it, but orange coral just doesn't look good on my cheeks, so time to move on. This Tristique mascara, there is nothing special about my lashes right now, and I hate the lash curler, so it's just time to go. I think my lips speak for this product. I'm super sad about this one the most. I just love vampy lipsticks in general, and formula broke my heart. Super patchy, went over twice. Didn't even look like I tried to do 2 layers. So I don't know if it being thin is affecting it being so patchy. Make it a little bit more viscous, it might help. I freaking hate this. I couldn't make it work on my cheekbones at all. I just can't. I'm a struggle bus when it comes to liquid highlighters. I thought about maybe mixing it with my foundation. Okay, it's going over there. My brows have seen better products, better days. Too warm for me. So the products that I want to keep maybe exploring-ish still will be in the reject drawer. Might have some better luck with. Maybe the Bella Perrier will be good in a different sprayer. I'm working on panning my MAC Fix, so this was going to be dumped in its place once it ran out. That way I can give the actual formula a chance. It's really hard to gauge when you're spraying yourself in the face, so I just can't get a good gauge if my makeup is really being set or not. The Physicians Formula Foundation, I feel so bad wasting this because it's pretty much brand new. Maybe I can just use this foundation a lot for filming instead of some of my other ones. That way I can just get some use out of it, and that way if I'm not just wearing makeup to work or out, I don't have to worry about it kicking on me. I know I can use a more reliable foundation, so I could see repurposing this. Same with the eyeliner. After I went over 1,000 times on my lid, it eventually did show up. I know it's annoying, but I can always use more eyeliner since I do go through it quite quickly. This did get moved just now, mixed with foundation just to see for a nice glowy effect, but who knows, it could be a mess. And then this Butter London palette, I do like the shades Queen and Diva. I could definitely see myself saving this for those 2 shades. Kind of want to try Temptress to fill in my brows to try to repurpose of that shade, but I don't find myself reaching for Enchantress, but it's very not pigmented. When I was trying to brighten my inner corners, I definitely had to spray it. I don't see myself reaching for Star or Femme Fatale at all, but Queen and Diva, I can see myself just reaching to put all over the lid, calling it a day with some eyeliner and mascara. These were some products in my reject drawer. I'm definitely collecting some more products. That way I can continue to do full faces of these. I think it's a lot of fun and hopefully worthwhile sharing with you guys just products that don't work out for me. And I definitely am curious to know what products are in Jeannie's reject drawer. Don't forget to check her out. Tell her that you're visiting from my channel, and I would love to know what products are in your reject drawers. Do we have any similar products? Do we have different products? I definitely want to tag some of my friends to do this challenge, and when you do this, definitely tag me so that way I can see your video. I want to tag Joy's Beauty Johns, Kayla Remarks, Karen Harris, Jess Gus, Karen Ann MUA, Jackie Naturals, and Michelle's Empire. I would love to see these ladies do this tag. Very curious to know what are some products in their reject drawers, what isn't working out for them, and if you are a content creator, tag You're Still It. I would love to see so many people do this challenge. I think it's a lot of fun. I feel like we don't always hear about the makeup that's in our reject drawer. I think we see a lot of videos of products that people would recommend with a positive review instead of products that just aren't working for people and why. Products that they wouldn't recommend, products that we're hanging on to for one reason or another. I hope you guys found this video fun. Thank you so much, Jeannie, for collabing with me again on this Team Up Tuesday, and I can't wait to see the other ladies that were tagged to do this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it fun. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, thank you for the view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.